The truth behind Earth's defenseless image shocks. Alien Forces Fleet Commander Xor of the Teresian Empire stood on the bridge of his flagship, the Inevitable Victory, reviewing the final invasion plans for the unremarkable blue-green planet, designated Sol 3. According to all intelligence gathered by Teresian scouts over the past decade, the humans were a peculiar species, technologically advanced enough for rudimentary space travel within their own system, but seemingly devoid of any significant military presence beyond their atmosphere. "The simulation confirms it again, Commander," reported Strategic Officer Lorne, her scaled skin shifting color with excitement. Human defenses consist of approximately 300 primitive satellites, a handful of small orbital platforms they call stations, and fewer than 50 vessels capable of space operation, most unarmed and designed purely for transport or scientific purposes. Xor's facial ridges contracted in what his species considered a smile. Truly remarkable. A species intelligent enough to split the atom, yet foolish enough to leave their homeworld virtually undefended. The Teresian Empire had conquered 17 systems in the past century alone. Their strategy was simple but effective: identify promising worlds with valuable resources, overwhelm their defenses in a swift, decisive strike, and integrate the surviving population into the Empire's labor force. Their communication networks are extensive, noted Intelligence Officer Trev, manipulating the holographic display to show the web of signals emanating from the planet. They use them primarily for entertainment and commercial purposes. Their military communications are barely encrypted by our standards. And their leadership, Xor inquired, fragmented. The planet is divided into nearly 200 political entities they call nations. They have a nominal planetary council called the United Nations, but it holds little actual power and possesses no unified military force. Xor studied the tactical display, where his invasion fleet of 50 warships was arranged in perfect formation, hidden behind the large gas giant in the outer system. Each Teresian vessel was a marvel of military engineering, equipped with gravity weapons, fusion-powered energy cannons, and armor composed of metamaterials that could adapt to different types of attacks. Against such might, the humans didn't stand a chance. "Begin the approach," Xor commanded. "Standard invasion protocol. Disable their communications first, then their power infrastructure. Once they're blind and panicking, we'll make our demands known." The massive Teresian warships emerged from behind the gas giant and accelerated toward the inner system, their advanced propulsion systems allowing them to reach Earth's orbit in just under 6 hours. As they approached the blue planet, Tactical Officer Vex reported with surprise, "Commander, we're detecting no alarm from the humans. Their communications continue as normal. They've taken no defensive posture despite our approach." Xor's ridges contracted again. "Even more primitive than we thought. Their detection systems must be truly rudimentary if they cannot see a battle fleet approaching." The flagship reached high Earth orbit, with the rest of the fleet spreading out to encircle the planet. Still, there was no reaction from below. "This is almost disappointing," Xor remarked. "I expected at least token resistance. Begin the communications blackout." Tactical Officer Vex activated the fleet's electronic warfare systems, designed to overwhelm and disable all communications across targeted frequencies. After a moment, he reported with confusion, "Commander, the human communications network remains operational. Our interference is having no effect." Before Xor could respond, a new voice filled the bridge, speaking perfect Teresian despite no known contact between their species. "Greetings, vessels of the Teresian Empire. This is Ambassador Thomas Wilson of Earth's Unified Defense Council. We've been expecting you." Xor stiffened in shock as a holographic figure materialized on the bridge. A human male in simple dark attire, his demeanor calm and professional. "This is impossible," hissed Intelligence Officer Trev. "Our systems are impenetrable. And how? Does he know our language?" The human ambassador continued, seemingly unperturbed. "We've been monitoring your scout vessels for some time now. Your encryption was quite interesting. Based on quantum principles our linguists found rather quaint. We've prepared a proper welcome for your fleet." Zor regained his composure quickly. Human, your bravado is misplaced. Your world has no meaningful defenses. Surrender now, and we will ensure your species' survival under Imperial guidance. Ambassador Wilson's expression remained pleasant. I understand your confusion, Commander Exor. We deliberately maintain what you might call a minimalist profile in near-Earth space. It helps us identify the true intentions of visitors. Strategic Officer Lorne was frantically reviewing sensor readings. Commander, something's wrong. I'm detecting energy signatures activating throughout the system, signatures that weren't there moments ago. As if on cue, the space around the Teresian fleet seemed to ripple. Where empty void had existed seconds before, massive structures now appeared, orbital platforms easily dwarfing the largest Teresian vessels, their designs sleek and clearly built for military purposes. What you're seeing, explained Ambassador Wilson, is a small portion of Earth's actual defense network. The rest remains cloaked for now. Tactical Officer Vex's voice rose in pitch. Commander, these platforms, they're generating energy fields. Unlike anything in our database, our weapons targeting systems can't lock onto them. Impossible, Zor snarled. No species possesses cloaking technology that can hide structures of that size from our sensors. Actually, Wilson corrected politely, we've had phase-shifting technology for nearly 80 years. It's quite useful for maintaining privacy. From the newly revealed platform, smaller vessels began to emerge, hundreds of them moving with impossible speed and precision to surround the Teresian fleet. A demonstration seems appropriate, Wilson continued. Please observe the fourth planet in our system, what we call Mars. On the tactical display, Zor watched as a pencil-thin beam of light extended from one of the Earth platforms toward the Mayo, distant red planet. Where the beam touched the surface, a small crater appeared, perfectly circular and at least 50 kilometers in diameter. That, Wilson explained, was our lowest power setting, using just one of our standard defense platforms. We currently have 27 such platforms surrounding your fleet, all operating at minimum power to avoid unnecessary damage to your vessels. Zor felt something he hadn't experienced in decades of military service. Fear. Your species never developed defense technology, he managed to say. Our intelligence saw exactly what we wanted it to see, Wilson finished for him. Earth learned long ago that appearing defenseless is often the best way to identify potential threats. Those who come in peace see a welcoming civilization, focused on science and culture. Those who come with conquest in mind. He gestured to the tactical display, where hundreds of Earth vessels now held the Teresian fleet in perfect containment formation. Humanity has faced its own wars and nearly destroyed itself more than once, Wilson continued. When we finally unified and moved beyond our internal conflicts, we made a collective decision. We would present ourselves to the galaxy as we wished to be seen, peaceful explorers and traders. But we would never again be vulnerable. Exor realized the magnitude of the miscalculation his empire had made. What do you want from us? Simply this. Return to your empire, report what you've seen, selectively of course. We'll allow your sensors to record only specific aspects of our technology, and recommend a diplomatic approach in the future. Earth welcomes peaceful relations with all species. We trade fairly, share cultural and scientific knowledge freely, and respect the sovereignty of others. The ambassador's expression hardened slightly. We also respond decisively to threats, as the Teresian fleet cautiously retreated from Earth orbit under the watchful eyes of the previously hidden defense fleet. Zor contemplated how drastically the strategic landscape had just shifted. His empire had encountered a species that not only possessed superior technology, but had the wisdom to conceal it, revealing their true strength only when absolutely necessary. Earth wasn't the defenseless prize they had anticipated. It was a carefully crafted illusion, a test that the Teresian Empire had catastrophically failed.